Welcome back. Once again, it is Miss Sweet. Today we are exploring My Last Duchess, written by Robert Browning. Specifically, we are looking at the different themes within the poem. There are three prominent themes in My Last Duchess: art, objectification, and control. Remember, this poem is found within the power and conflict section of the anthology. Every single poem can be linked to power and conflict, so do not panic. Just select your favorite poems to study, because each one can be compared and justified. Please make yourself comfortable, grab a drink, organize your resources, and get ready for the short and snappy video. Browning doesn't outright condemn the Duke, but he is portrayed as a brutish figure whose social status does not reflect his moral worth. The Duke reminds his guest of his wealth and status by referring to Fra Pandolf and Klaus of Innsbruck. Browning criticizes the shallow, elitist culture of the upper class, reflected in the Duke's behavior. As well as referring to his own wealth and status repeatedly, the Duke also makes veiled threats through his monologue, as if she ranked my gift of a 900-years-old name with anybody's gift. I gave commands, then all smiles stopped together. The Duke implies to the emissary that he had his wife executed and lacks the remorse to prevent him from doing it again. The Count your master's known munificence is ample warrant that no just pretense of mine for dowry will be disallowed. This quote is a veiled threat. The Duke is reminding the emissary that he and the Count shall soon discuss exactly how much his title, 900-years-old name, is worth in the form of a dowry. For its objective worth alone, and with no sentimental value to his former wife. By placing the painting in his public gallery behind a curtain, the Duke can now control who gets to look at his former wife, and for as long as he wants. Let herself be lessened. Gift of a 900-years-old name with anybody's gift. These quotes suggest that everything the Duke didn't like about the Duchess was a reflection of her independence as a human rather than an ornamental object belonging to himself. Browning implies the Duke believed that his wife should have the emotions that he chooses, and for him alone. This theme shares historical context with both Renaissance Italy and Browning's own environment, Victorian England. In Victorian England, social norms denied women the right to live as a fully independent human being through gender roles, which designated women as being mothers and wives. The title, My Last Duchess. By using the possessive pronoun my, the Duchess is immediately likened to an object. This is also suggested by Browning's choice to never include the name of the Duchess, as if she is unimportant aside from her role as a former wife to the Duke. The adjective last also implies that she wasn't the first, and the Duke could have gotten through numerous marriages before, which could have ended in similar ways. Browning himself allegedly stated in an interview that the Duchess may not have died at all. Rather, she could have been sent to a convent, but either way, her fate is decided by the Duke in the end. final theme is control. Wilt please you sit? The Duke asks the visitor to sit, which puts them in a physically lower place than him, as if to represent social standing and dominance. Since none puts by the curtain I have drawn for you, but I. Now that the Duchess is gone, the Duke has complete control over who can or cannot look at her physical appearance. Let herself be lessened. Browning includes the Duke complaining about the fact that it was difficult to teach the Duchess to change her habits and her happy personality. This grew, I gave commands, then all smiles stopped together. Taming a seahorse. This phrase creates imagery of dominance, of a god, a higher being, taming a beast into submission. It dehumanizes the Duchess and anyone else that the Duke seeks to control. Thank you for watching.